Most women say they want a respectful man until a respectful man requires them to be a respectful woman. But something in modern dating is broken, and almost nobody's brave enough to talk about it without, picking a side. Some of the kindest, most stable, most emotionally available men that I know can't get a second date. And some of the most, beautiful, intelligent, loving women that I know, well, they keep, ending up in situationships with men who don't even care about how their day has been. You see, something's just not adding up, but by the end of this video, I'm going to break down exactly why it keeps happening, what the Bible has been saying about it that nobody's quoting anymore, and the hard truth that both sides have to confront before they can ever find real love. Man, this one's going to sting in all the right places. So let me break this down for you because there are layers to this thing that I'm going to have to do my best to peel them back without anyone feeling personally attacked. But this is probably going to ruffle some feathers. You see, most women say they want a respectful man. But the second a respectful man holds up a mirror and quietly asks for her to bring, that same energy back, suddenly, it's controlling, or he's too much, or, he's in his feelings. Listen, respect is a two-way street. It's not, a podium where one person stands, while the other person just, stands down clapping. You can't demand a king's behavior with a peasant's effort and expect the math to work. A respectful man does not just give respect. He requires it. And the partner who's not ready to meet him there, well, it's probably going to call him boring, while she goes running back to the man who treats her like a notification. You see, in general, if you ask the average man whether he would date a woman who has and possesses 80% of everything that he's looking for, you ask him if he would date a woman who checks 8 out of 10 boxes from his wish list, roughly 75% of men, they'd say yes, that they would, give that woman a chance. But if you ask the average woman the same question, right? If she would date a man who possesses 80% of everything that she's looking for in a man, 75% of them would say no. You see, that is the whole problem in one statistic, because here's what the 80% actually looks like in real life. That 80% consists of honest, loyal, kind, hardworking, funny, a person of God, stable, treats you well, does not cheat, does not lie, respects your family, does not run when life gets hard. That is the 80%. And for a lot of women, that is somehow not enough. So what is the 20%? Well, it's always the same list. He has to be over 6 feet tall. He has to have a 6-pack of abs. He has to make 6 figures. He has to live on his own with no roommates. Preferably, he owns a house, drives a Range Rover or a Porsche, slightly tatted in the right spots, has a probably, well-trimmed beard. He wants kids, but on her timeline. Ladies, listen, reality is not Build-A-Bear. You cannot walk into a store and stuff 100% of every quality that you have ever dreamed of into one human body, sew them up and take them home. Now, real quick, I post over on Instagram every single day, daily reels, daily stories, raw advice that most never make it here on YouTube. So if you enjoy these videos, then you're going to want to follow me on Instagram. I'm going to leave my link to my IG down in the description below and on the pinned comment as well. But let's get back to the video because this next part explains everything. So why does this happen, right? Why does a woman with a long list of everything she wants in a man end up picking the guy who only has the cool car and the abs, even though he probably lies, cheats, and ghosts her, every other Friday? Well, it's not because she's dumb. It's not because she's broken. It's because of how the human brain works. And I'm going to explain it in the simplest way that I can. You see, often your brain does not pick what is good for you. It picks what feels familiar. So, generally speaking, if a girl grew up in a house where love was loud, messy, and never sat still, then guess what feels like love when she becomes a woman? Loud, messy, never sit still. Her brain looks at it and says, this is home. It does not say, this is healthy. It just says, this is what I know. So The calm, kind man who opens the door, is super respectful, and shows up on time, feels like, I don't know, like a stranger, right? And the guy with anger problems who ignores her and keeps her up at night wondering what he's doing feels like a soulmate. Her brain is not picking love. It's picking what looks like the people who raised her. And on top of that, we live in a world where most people want to impress society on social media. She opens her phone and sees thousands of other women with men who look like magazine cover models, right? They got the luxury cars, the abs, the watch, the trip to Bali. But nobody on Instagram ever posts, a caption that says, my boyfriend prayed with me last night. Or, my husband held my hand throughout church today. Why though? I'll tell you why. Because those photographs don't validate as well for most of society on social media. And unfortunately, we live in a world that worships what is seen as cool. There's a verse in 1 Samuel that says, man looks at the outside, but God looks at the heart. That right there is the operating instruction for picking a partner, because the parts of a man that you can take a picture, their face, their abs, their chest, their muscles, their hair, their beard, it will all fade. The car, it will get old. The abs, they will soften, right? The muscles will soften. The hair will probably be gone, right? It'll probably get bald. But the heart, the loyalty, the kindness, the way he treats others, the way he prays over a meal, that is the part that builds a life. Most people pick the picture, and then 5 years later, they wonder why their life feels empty. I believe that a lot of women also settle for the 20% guy because deep down, they do not believe that they deserve the 80% guy. They will take the man with the car and the abs because their friends will say, whoa, look at him. But the man who is loyal, honest, opens door, respects her family, and loves God, they push him away because deep down, they do not feel worthy of being loved like that. So they pick what they can survive, not what they can grow with. And I firmly believe that you always pick the version of love that you secretly believe you deserve. Now, if you're a woman watching this and you keep ending up with the same kind of man, just wearing different shoes, it ain't bad luck. What that is, it's a pattern, right? And patterns, they don't break themselves. They break the moment that you stop blaming the men and start asking why you keep choosing the 20%. Now, if you're a man watching this and you keep getting passed on for guys who treat her worse, that is not the world being unfair. That is feedback, right? You're not being chosen because there is nothing about you that requires choosing. The truth is this: until you can sit alone with yourself and actually like the person that you find, you have no business asking anyone to love you, because you will, hand them a job that they cannot do. You will hand them a job of making you feel whole, right? And whole is a job only God and your own work can finish. So if you're tired of choosing wrong, stop looking for somebody to complete a checklist and start becoming the kind of person who could, actually receive the love that you keep asking for, right? You got to heal the part of you that keeps picking the same wrong person in different clothing. Build a standard, not a fantasy. Become whole and watch how different the world looks when you stop trying to fix it through somebody else. If you got any value out of this video, you know what to do. Smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. And if you know anybody that can benefit from listening to this, share it. Send it to them. Send it to them today, not tomorrow, today. And, if you enjoy this video, I think you're probably going to enjoy one of these two videos as well. The YouTube algorithm thinks so. They believe so. That's why they popped over here. Actually, they popped there because I put them there, but you get the point. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on one of these videos. Peace.